That was a key talking point there in the first map of their T-side pistol. And deny a lower plant here as Golden spots 4 towards the ramp.
He used it as a fake flash for ramp. It did kind of force him off, I suppose. JW is going to be forced out, and they're going to descend lower with a vengeance. All 4, make it 5 now, descending towards the low site. Bronze lost his life elsewhere, taking the initial duel. Golden, he's going to be forced out of windows just by bodies alone. There's just so many players, he's overwhelmed. Doesn't make it look like that. That's ridiculous from Golden. A third frag. I did not see that one coming. Frozen and Woxic, they're going to do their best to pick up the pieces. One, another, this time found by Frozen. It is down to the 1v1 despite... Oh no, the doors! But the nade has actually saved him. Frozen was going to be forced into the fight by the doors closing. Instead, the nade from flusha has made this 1v1 a little more awkward. My goodness, now he pit switches.
The perfect, crispy headshot from the USB.
Shots.
Speaking of shots, yeah, this was fantastic. Golden on the third here. I had no idea how he pulled this one off. Remember, on the first map, he was 8 and 17 on Inferno. Golden delivers on all fronts.
Now, the last time we watched mousesports play on Nuke, they were throwing a deeper yard smoke that they were actually using to creep on through as well as get secret control. So let's see how that one plays on in here within this fnatic matchup. But the force fight is going to be met with the shotgun, so it's found the opening, and JW will continue all the good news over in the fnatic camp as karrigan drops himself down and says, here, have a free one.
Freebies are always the best ones I find, and this looks to be a clean sweep. The grenade might be able to finish things off here, and it will. JW gets the touchdown, and in ropz, very common approach from him.
Through use of smart positioning and utility. At the moment, though, Rob Brollan's changing his mind. Not interested in that hut hold, as the duel outside isn't quite going to be one out. karrigan 2 body shots to flusha.
Close, but no cigar. Chris J with a Glock, no armor situation. Oh, he has the Glock armor. He actually does enjoy that. We've asked him about that a few times, right? So when his teammates go down or they find a kill, he feels like there's a chance his Glock and armor will work out for him. They have pulled one back. Watching that squeaky door right now, they'll actually head towards ramp. ropz is there. Oh, the smoke. Will he push past it? Yeah, he will. He has to, really. His teammate was segregated and now swiped down as well. It's going to be Golden, picking up 2 kills and $1,200 for his efforts there. Towards Squeaky they go. Should be a matter of time before this round is concluded. Crims will do well to do some damage here. I don't think they'll see him coming out of the vents. The UMP should be able to finish this one off, and JW does so.
So we can see JW in the vent with the revolver.
So yeah, that's because we've talked about that ladder
accuracy, yeah.
So I can't say this is confirmed. I haven't looked at his stats myself. Maybe if you're a Counter-Strike nerd, you can let me know. Apparently, the R8, compared to other weapons, has around 60 to 80 range comes through. You're down towards lower, it's a deep 1-on-1. At least the 5.7, you can still dink him a range and do something about it. So smokes towards outside, much later than usual, but JW spots one.
Right now that it's clear, they don't need to have another rotation go down towards the lower site, so they can keep 2 players on the top site here to defend.
Nothing towards lower on either team. You can see that on the mini-map in the top left. The shotgun will have to deliver here. It's not good enough, though. ropz with the first, and it's the MP9s once again. Crim's doing a great job, gets a double dink there. Frozen at 5 HP. Bomb goes down. 3 on 2. AWP in the M4 to retake here, and Golden has managed to get it towards heaven. Flashbang from CT Spawn, normally very effective. In he goes. Golden finds the first, nails the second, not quite. It looks so good for the transfer. And now JW knows he's low, will drop down, but ropz will meet it.
A ramp or an outside situation.
JW does have a shotgun, mind you.
Ooh.
Got the Swag 7 out now, so the auto shotgun for Brollan will go away. The Mag 7 will come out in JW's hands, and he's going to be making it back over towards hut as well. This time it's a faster yard smoke. And they're going to swing wide on it, so not waiting for the bloom to come on in, and that's going to cost karrigan. He goes down to Brollan at range. Now they can follow up. flusha with nades doing some good damage. Chris J continues to press forward, and he'll find flusha. So they've dealt with the man, the danger man.
Now they've got to deal with the boy.
Oh, what a boy he is as well. It's the M4A4 delivering once again. 100 HP between the two of them. ropz, though, still alive and kicking. We've talked about his AK for months now. Especially on Nuke. Bit of a home map for him. Crims will fire off some shots from the huts. Could enable a wallbang potential, but JW with that Mag 7, it looks so perfect. Crims' jump towards hut, though, certainly not. An oversight there.
And that's not the perfect weapon for the job. He actually does well to make it as 1-for-1. Now a 2v2.
So they've killed 2 players on the bomb side floor here. You might assume it could be clear, and they're looking towards heaven as well. So it's very well done so far from fnatic, but not out of the woods just yet. ropz, as I said, a master of Nuke. 40 seconds to his name. Bomb down, though, in an awkward spot right on the side. Brollan with a very strong smoke as well. He's got utility in the form of incendiaries, HEs. Golden holding towards lobby for the flank from hut. All ropz can really do is just walk to the bomb and hope for the best here.
Yeah, but with Brolin as a threat to expose. Have any like heavy criticisms for a play like that?
No. I see a lot of teams doing it. I think that it's a good way to catch off these CT sides off guard, right? Because if you see the standard close smoke and the molly's coming out, you're expecting the next two to follow, right? And then you're already potentially rotating down if you don't have an aggressive play.
Right.
If you're aggressive, it's great for Mouse because there's no smoke for you to hide behind. They get a free duel. And if you're rotating, it should be clear or you're caught running the other way. So it didn't go that way for mousesports, and now they're forced down to yet another save round. flusha aggressive again. This time karrigan will find his man. For a short time, and he will have to drop on the P90. Okay, so JW really bringing out all of the weapons here today. We don't see this one ever really within Tier 1 Counter-Strike. The P90, it went out of fashion as quick as it was in. The gun was quickly nerfed down. You don't get as much in terms of reward for a kill with that SMG compared to the others.
But it still is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it reminds me of Stargate.
It does, yeah. I like the reference.
50 bullets is plenty. He's only got 45 now. He didn't choose to reload. But
if it had the $600 kill reward, I would say it would actually be a viable weapon. Like, it's even with the cost of it. Like, it's super effective. Like, it's a very good gun. But it's just with the $300 compared to the other SMGs and the fact it costs more, it just doesn't make sense. And there it is. JW has managed to get one of the back. karrigan remains here. 3-on-1, just going to be patient. Waiting for those mistakes to come through, and there is a good chance of that happening, but JW will find his second. He only gets $600 for the kills on the P90. Unspeakable things with a P90. So this is the replay
was it
here.
flusha as well? No, golden.
So he dropped this, we're going to do a pick up the rifle.
Now we can't get it.
Ah!
Oh!
We all see mousesports approach with 5 AKs once again. We did see those creep. Will it happen again here? Still early days as they drop the outside smokes. Plenty of them.
This is the 3-man wall we were talking about, and karrigan got that nutmeg where he pushed around to ladder and killed 2 players towards yard. So let's see if they go for the secret play or if they want to push through the smokes.
Oh, that's ratty. That's so deliberate from ropz. He is going to get caught. Does take good damage into JW before he falls, though, so something that's positive. And here's the P90, round 2.
Oh.
JW's in a bit of hot water here. He's surely going to get caught through the smoke. He will. Damage inflicted.
Gets a dink somehow. So fair play. Did everything he could there. He's plenty of time to even still win the half as he go towards upper. karrigan confirms that the upper side is actually clear at this point. In terms of CD presence, they have golden towards lobby, but that's about it. The bomb will be planted safely as they molotov towards heaven.
Fnatic's money's trash here. The question mark of going for this is huge. If they win this round and steal this away, then all the power to them. But Frozen's killing the flush right there. That might confirm it. The save call might come through. Now, as Golden creeps up the ladder, I think that will definitely be the case.
He's found his hidey hole. Catch the main exit. Christian, there's absolute zero chat. I say he was going to check it. Now he's looking for him. Oh, Golden. 2 players of Mouse sniffing around, but they will avoid the bomb. Golden will hold on to his M4. And there's no...
Up to 2. Still in the favor of Fnatic here, but Mouse at the back of this after a, 3-0 start. That'd be pretty impressive right there. This is the deep wall once again. The change up with this set of smokes.
mousesports get their second. Ace and karrigan now down towards secret. Sits in that smoke, and this is a key duel. Max 7 tucks itself in towards the garage. I think it's found a kill here. There it is, straight in the spine of karrigan. It hurts. As Golden now, with the man advantage, drops one hell of a grenade there. He doesn't need to be too active towards ramp. They already have a 5-on-4 situation. It's so difficult to play this position. Letting them have it is absolutely fine. You want to delay them. They have to go lower, really. They don't really have much of a choice. And JW being baited in by this FAMAS, they'll think it's a low-powered weapon towards a window room. They'll be happy to cross. Now look at JW. He's got 3 kills here. There's the first.
Maybe the second. Half damage inflicted, finished off by Golden, who's contributed again from the lower doors position.
So when I said free, I meant free, not 3. 3.
3.
That's the tweet.
That's good, Chris. Hey, Chris, we're assuming Chris is watching right now, so that's good that,
I love Chris.
He's getting a smile put on his face by the purchase of the P90.
Because he was fragging with it, wasn't he?
Yeah, back in the day for sure.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the auto sniper being the gun of 2020? A lot of people are saying it.
A lot of people?
I know you've been a fan of it in the past. A lot of people are talking about it, and I want to know your thoughts. Send us another tweet.
mousesports have been giving us so many different looks with their outside smokes. Here's another one. You can see just towards main and a different wall, this time slightly closer towards main, and ropz wins this duel with Brollan. These two have been duking it out on balcony on Inferno and squeaky on Nuke. They just constantly find themselves clashing on both sides of the map. JW's secret arrival is perfectly timed. Karrigan caught mid-exploit. Now flusha can focus his attention towards the top side, but Crimson is doing all the heavy lifting. Back and forth, bomb loose, Frozen and ropz. Gonna have to do something magical, that is. He's pulled the rabbit out of the hat into a 2v2. Golden low, so is Crims. He has still found the frag. And ropz to clutch. Likely, possible, certainly.
It actually looks good for him. First kill should be his, no problem. Crims, though, always seems to find mousesports to the partial investment here. There he
Good to
comes.
see the 3 frags. I want to see this last one, actually, just because with low HP, he would have to have got an insta headshot here.
Well, this is it. ropz knew exactly where he is. He had the perfect crosshair placement. It bodes a question as to whether... There it is. So it will be ropz going down. And we'll see now mousesports with just the CZs and the Deagles. flusha dropping the incendiary, but still runs around the corner of the MP9, looking for multiple kills here, but it's actually mousesport that will do it. JW and flusha dropped, the iconic duo. And now the auto shotgun. Things actually decided to look like they'll fall apart. That's why the shotgun, not necessarily considered a top-tier weapon. Spray down comes through from Golden. Is it enough to win the round? It certainly is. Crims will save the day once again. The double spray down the AK.
Yeah, charging around that corner, even through the incendiary to give them that sound cue that it would be all safe. And Crims' spray is the only thing that saves fnatic. 2 rounds in a row saved by Crims. Mr. Johansson continuing to dominate.
We're doing that again, surnames only.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that.
Mousesports, you'll have a lot of fun with mousesports, Alex, if you try it.
Yeah, that's true.
David, especially David Frozen, I can't even begin to pronounce his surname, so that will be fun.
Well, ropz is easy.
Robin Kool.
Yeah.
Kool on the ball. See what he can do. Michael Golden Salim Majik. Now we're going to be seeing push towards that top side.
No one's home.
Yeah, that was good.
What's going on?
This is a CT-sided retake setup. They are baffled just as we are here. fnatic, they've opted for something else, and, well, Frozen's found Brollan. He's going to go down again early. He's been losing the duels to ropz.
You might be considering the save, maybe not anymore. flusha does pull one back here. The money's just so weak on the CT side with the bomb already planted. Yeah, just get out of there.
We will see the third put on the board from mousesports. They head towards that top site, and absolutely nobody was into round 12. Second map, first series, and mousesports on the ropes. It is the T side of Nuke, though, and they'll probably be pretty damn satisfied if they can double this 3. Straight towards the top side again, perhaps not committing off the bat. They are! They're barreling in! This time there's resistance, though, and resistance in more than just one way. Brollan, JW, the nade could look good, but he's caught by Frozen swinging into the site. He's found both. Pressure valve released, but still a 2 versus 2. fnatic, they're scrappy fighters. They always take one on the way out.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. The grenade was a nice little consolation prize towards the end there. flusha is spraying through. Catches karrigan there in the chest. The grenade might finish things off. Down to 23 now. So the advantage still sits in mousesports with a strong smoke towards main, but it might be a gap there. Looked like it might be too deep. With time will tell. Frozen. We'll see the incendiary coming in from main entrance here. So both fnatic players positioned, ready with the flashbang. Here he comes, leading the charge. It's Frozen to deal with it. No problem at all. That should be the round here. flusha surely out of options.
Yeah, I mean, he knows where one is, right? Frozen got the kill. The other option is... well, it's kind of expected. And he even hit him through the container. Does transfer. flusha's hunting for Frozen, but he just doesn't have the time. He has the kit, but the round is going to be Frozen's. flusha, intimidating as always, will preserve his rifle and survives to fight another day.
MVP medal to his name of all time. I didn't know that.
Second to whom?
Device?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to do that. That must be the call.
Must be.
Oh,
you get it. You get your revolver ladder play. JW did just get himself down there, but Brollan and ropz, this constant battle for control. And, well, that's the end of the revolver story. Maybe Crims has got a 5-7 story he wants to tell instead.
What's happened here? ropz is just going through the smoke towards main entrance. They've given away 2 AKs now, but Chris J. well, he's brought one back. Brollan waiting with the Desert Eagle here. An exciting half. fnatic have won it, but...
If Golden goes searching as opposed... Okay, hold up a second. Chris J almost went down there. That was a nail-biting moment, but eventually Frozen will take Brollan and Golden in the lower side. This one's done.
Yeah, nothing they can do about this because 2 players just not there at all. One towards lobby, one at lower, bomb down. mousesports win the round. It was a labored effort, though. Crims is 5-7, certainly hindered their efforts. See Golden, if he can even get out of the vent at this point. Desert Eagle Just looking to see if he can catch anyone as they leave the bomb site here.
Did he see it? Oh, he did see it. Frozen gets golden. flusha will find the kill. Going to do his very best here to make this expensive, but he...
M4 and basic utility. Here's Frozen taking out the R8. No real problem at all there, to be honest. Not the ideal angle for the R8, I'd say. You want to just be in a really dirty position and either unload 6 bullets at close range or trying to pick them off and do damage at very long range outside, perhaps.
This round right here is the difference between a 9-6, sorry, a 10-5 half or a 9-6, potentially even a 8-7 for mousesports. So they 3 in a row and they open up again. Frozen with another one.
Karrigan's not caught yet, and through the smoke he connects. mousesports so many early advantages, and now this is just going from bad to worse. Golden desperately trying to push through the flames. He wants to punish Frozen. They're throwing everything at him. He does still find the frag, but oh lordy, is that a terrifying prospect.
Well, there goes the 3 versus 1 situation. Golden, they know exactly where he is.
He's done very well to hold on to this AK, but the problem is right now that 2,900 loss bonus won't grant them a buy here in the... See if we get the revolver coming out. This battle, Alex has been talking about it. It's been happening time and time again. Usually Brolin's up there or being close to that smoke. Crims has gone down this time, but Rob's got the better of his. Should be pretty simple, but JW, he's got other ideas, boys. The revolver's back out.
It's still the R8 era, as we're calling it, or as he's calling it, I suppose. We'll see the grenades towards outside, do substantial damage towards Frozen. And now this is where the revolver does make sense to me. A long range, but you're not taking quick duels, just trying to do a little bit of damage and tag them up. That's where it can actually have some impact here. But there's going to be Crims and Brolin working out a couple of kills here, but I don't think it's enough. And as Golden finds a big spray down here with JW.
Yeah, so JW draws the attention, and that's the spray down you were hoping for. Golden, he's got one more duel in Karrigan from the same direction, and Golden saves the...
Yeah. Unfortunately, Voxic 3 and 13. He will have to pull up his socks here, as we'll see them now entering into the arena against the deadly Swedes of fnatic. And it looks like a fast approach as well with Karrigan making his way towards the huts. Hasn't got an upgraded pistol. 2 players by Squeaky Door, ready and waiting for a flash, I'd imagine.
Yeah, what is their go? That's the signal. Missed shots from Frozen, and Karrigan's completely flashed. His teammate Chris J, however, was not. Does stand his ground for the first frag. 2 versus 1. The fragging continuing. Thought there was going to be a break. Now ropz has to clutch it out for Mouse.
He wins these.
Oh. Duel. So he took a chance there. Doesn't always pan on out, but in a 2-on-1 situation, you have the disadvantage.
If he hits that one shot on the defending player, remember, it's 3.5 seconds to plant the bomb there. So you're essentially in a 1 versus 1. If you nail that shot, sure, you've got a disadvantage. You have a greater chance of winning, generally speaking, as Chris J. Aggressive, of course, it's JW towards the Squeaky Door here. This could fall apart. They love to do this, going down in 1-on-1 duels in these.
Play in the hands of Voxic, and ropz up close. It feels like outside's closed for business already.
Yeah, flusha wants to change things. He's making so much noise, and Crims is the one holding the flank. So good work from them, and that missed shot from Voxic. I wonder how many ramifications that could have, because they're still so healthy, so bear that in mind. Would have been on to Crims. He had the bomb as well. Golden has been hiding in Squeaky. The trade doesn't come in. I'm surprised. He's got 2, though. He does get overwhelmed. Good information. 2 top site, 1 5. Crims outside, still making no secret of his descent. Karrigan was, though. My goodness, he just charged down that ladder. Plenty of noise, and now fnatic back into control of a round that looked like it was out.
Full control, Alex. You can see they've got full health here. A 2-on-2. Chris J's low, and they're on a 5-on-3. So they have pulled this back in spades. We are going to see flusha with the Mac 10 as well. That's going to be punishing for the low HP Chris J. A scout for Voxic as well. Is that the worst setup you could ask for in this sort of scenario?
No kits. They got a smoke. That's at least going to maybe force a... That's the smoke, doesn't even land on the bomb, and that's the frag we were expecting. Chris J's low HP does meet the Mac 10 as prophesied. Duel.
Yeah.
We talked about his impact being, you know, a little hot, a little cold.
Yeah, he finished the first map with 7 kills. So it's certainly quite the turnaround.
He was also, when we highlighted this...
We actually went for the 1,700 investment, so his teammates have a bit more cash than him.
He's been doing this quite a bit. He did it on Inferno as well.
Chris J's got the USB Kevlar, same story. Chad actually asked him directly as to why they do that. He just feels like he can maybe pick up a gun if they find success. That's pretty much it. And we'll pick up one of their upgraded weapons. So he doesn't expend the 500 on a CZ. He does 650 on Kevlar and hope one of his teammates dies or they find a kill and he can get a weapon then.
Yeah, certainly makes sense. A way to make something out of nothing. And well, for now, the CZ is on the cold streets. Unfortunate. What the hell? JW saved by Golden.
They look like they're on polar opposite. Oh, well, we need to get the quickest point of access. That's usually top site down the vent. Well, he was there ready and waiting and picks up 2 big kills, but there we go. ropz with the upgraded deagle and armor is able to lop off his head and leaving them in a 4-on-2 situation, but Brolin continuing to push forward. Eventually, if he goes back towards lobby, he should find
Caught out by this Chris J corner. Will flusha do the deep sweep?
Of course he will. It's flusha. He manages to find the kill. ropz will be left with the Desert Eagle. Remember, he invested in armor as well. He might actually want to save this, considering their situation in general.
Maybe get a rifle. Boop. No chance. He gets a rifle firing.
Don't save any weapons. That's not enough to get a CT side to buy with diffuse kits, utility, and the primary weapons. And you can see right here, they're going into the first gun round without any kits. So this is do or die. If we get into a post-plant situation, keep your eyes on the clock. It's out top. They go. Golden leading with the MAC-10. Drops down the vent.
Did he take the bomb? No, Crims has that still. So lower presence at least.
It's a massive move to make, though. If you get someone down towards lower at this point. So JW in the vents, Golden patrolling lower itself. They have to go round, but ropz is in a horrible spot.
Yeah.
Which one does he defend at this stage?
Oh, he can't even drop lower now. He has to stay and fight.
He does, you're right, and he out for a fight for his life. Brolan will take him down. It's a 5 versus 4. Perfectly orchestrated approach here from fnatic here. That one Molotov, where ropz had already been disrupted down towards lower, so that's one exit point locked off, and now the ramp's been disallowed as well. That's a nightmare. Perfectly done from fnatic. What a round that is. 5 players should survive it. You're not even considering this one of your mousesports. Is that true? I'm not 100% yet.
They shouldn't be going for it, right? Based off the fact that
For a chance that we can see that one again. I mean,
I can bring it up on Skybox here that we can show the Molotov situation.
Just because that
he was already about like 75 HP, so running through the flames just wasn't an option for him, so he had to stay and fight. It was just an absolute nightmare, but very well done from fnatic here. But the good call from mousesports was made. Save the weaponry. Make sure you're competitive going forward. This map is not over yet. It's a CT side,
they did it again
and it's
to
the
them.
helmets that are lacking here, and we'll see the M4s chime through. flusha and JW bring it to a 3 versus 4 in their favor. Chris J on top of the hub for now. ropz will join him in the upper bomb site. Toward lower.
Equalizer, of course, but extending like that can get punished. Woxic, he's brought down to 15 HP.
Not ideal.
And Brolin, he wants to continue this fight. He may not be expecting to see Woxic
play just because it's so last minute and they don't exactly know where the CTs are. They could pull a rotation.
They're going to flash towards the CT vent here. ropz will be face checked and Golden will plant the bomb. Face wrecked, perhaps, as we see Chris J and Woxic have to save their M4s and Orc here. That's the end of the round, and 14-6 is on the board for now. That's a big question as well. A lot of people wondering.
Yeah, the people
what's
out there,
happening
they're keeping the numbers, they're checking the stats, they're making sure it's...
Yeah, it's all on the tip of our guide. Have a look at the replay here from flusha. I'm sure there's something ridiculous that's occurring here. Look at the flashbang he throws before he drops down. It's so sick. It doesn't flash his opponent, but it certainly does look cool.
Him alongside with his squad are all fragging. 13 lowest, 19 highest. There's only 5 frags separating all of the individuals of fnatic, and when they're all on, you can see just how deadly it looks. Woxic, he's been very silent here on Nuke, and we heard Makaleli actually of Godsent in stage 1 talking about his woes of trying to hold it with the AWP, especially against those top tier teams. Well, what feels like Woxic's feeling the same kind of pressure on that CT side AWPing duty. 4v4 as the dust settles. Brolin lost his duel, so did Frozen. And JW's just opened up ramp. That was a straight duel with ropz again. Yeah, that was just one-on-one.
Yeah, ropz having a rough time. Has got 17 kills, but the last few rounds he's been taken at the ramp position. Woxic's still 5 and 16 just to know, and he's got the AWP.
Mouse have no idea what to do. They can't even find a chance to fight. They're not even able to put themselves in a position to get any kills. Woxic will get one. He's going to have an individual coming up the ladder that he won't be expecting.
Oh, JW doesn't react. So all karrigan can do when they go to plant the bomb, he can swing these double doors open. There's a default plant spot in the corner where Golden's going for here, so he'll swing the door open, go for the best shot he can, but unfortunately, unless he nails it, doesn't mean too much. Fox will come down the vents, makes a lot of noise in doing so. Bomb goes down, Chris J with a smoke there. There might have been a kill without it, but now a 3-on-2, and they're fighting for series point here.
It's all on the line for Chris and Woxic. They need somebody to just go above and beyond, but that's perfectly calculated by Golden. He's playing such a good game of Counter-Strike right now.
For someone that had 7 kills.
Wow. Live graphic, or remove it and just have the R8.
The R8 count.
Yeah. Exactly. That'd be more appropriate, I think. More helpful. Yeah, them not actually going outside. Like Woxic has been
on the rotate with that AWP and
Sure.
finding himself in transition and having a lot of awkward duels due to the choices that fnatic have made as well as his own performance.
Jump throw here from Golden. I like the look of this one.
It's a
I assume this
smoke.
lands a window room outside. I could be
There's a smoke, yeah. He's got a smoke in hand.
Oh, it's a right
Under
clicker. Where the hell does that go?
Oh,
it's the one
it's
that
the tight
it blocks.
corner.
It's like the NIP smoke behind, so it lands and blocks the view for someone by
Yeah.
the yellow scaffolding up there. That's kind of wild
naughty.
from both teams here. ropz actually finds some luck here towards ramp room.
Chris J will take him down. So Crims's clutch is impossible and confirmed by Woxic.
So just so I'm 100% sure,
This one here felt like it was a little bit wider. So Golden smoke there, if they were to go top, would force a player off that beam. We obviously have the,
Yes,
the
it's-
Molotovs coming in.
it's the beam directly above the hut itself by the yellow fencing.
60 seconds, and now with Golden descending, Chris J's going to get a little apprehensive. He wants information, and Brolin's patience is rewarded.
He takes a lot of damage, but that's a very, very big frag. That was the only CT presence towards lower. Chris J removed. Where does the rotation begin? ropz normally found towards the ramp room with no utility. He's actually in heaven this time.
Just giving up ramp room. It's a scary part of the map to concede. And you'll see the fnatic, they're going to acquire it, but they'll do so loudly. You'll hear the flashes, you'll know there's presence.
Well, they have to go lower, presumably, at this stage. With 22 seconds, the rotations come through in the CT side here. They still have
him.
utility. And it's going to be JW nailing that first shot. Woxic gets destroyed. Brain splattered against the wall there. Could go on for the second. ropz will take him. Gives a valuable information at least, though, and Crims is ready to
7 seconds.
capitalize upon it. Oh, they denied the plant? No, they haven't.
It's close. Golden planting safe, though, and now karrigan trying desperately to get an 8th round on the board for mousesports. There's 3 opponents to find, and presenting his head. Golden not dead, but tagged. Brolin expecting to find Frozen here as he jiggles his way in, and a neat and tidy second for the Swede. Should very well make this a confirmed 2-0 victory. It was compulsory for fnatic. They needed that, and they take the scalp. Finally, Mouse find their first loss of stage 2.